Now you may be asking yourself, a question that every gamer asks at one point or another while they play video games. What is the best free game on my console? Well, if you play Xbox One, I have good news. I, as you could tell by the first episode, play a game called Hawken. If you want to know a lot of the details, I do go over them in the video titled Hawken First Installment. It is a team-based mech fighting game, very similar to Call of Duty, but with mechs. And it is in fact free, and it is a very fun game. If you have Xbox One, I suggest you go download it. Now we're gonna get into the actual content of the video. I've already been killed before I even did a halfway decent intro. As you could see, if you look on the left of the screen, instead of running 2 Vulcan miniguns on each of my arms, I am now running 1 Vulcan minigun on the right side and a small submachine gun on the left. I'm doing this because the Vulcan miniguns have to take, even though it's about a half a second, they have to take a little bit of time to spin up. And sometimes you don't have that half a second, so I prefer to have the submachine gun on the left side, so that way I can fire instantly if I need to. This game, I had a little bit more time to warm up during the game, so I did a lot better. And I hope you can tell by watching this, I die way less, and we do win the match. The score is currently 4-1, if you can't tell. I am no closer to getting that 36M mech that I wanted. I'm gonna do a bunch of games off camera and see if I can get any closer to that. Right here I'm firing at a couple of brawler mechs, but none of them had their shields down. So clearly they weren't playing the way they were supposed to be. Right there, I was using my repair drones that I talked about in the last video. If you didn't know, you have to go to cover, obviously, so you don't get shot while you're trying to repair. And then on the Xbox, you hold B. I don't know if this game's on PlayStation or anything else like that. But on the Xbox, you go to a secluded area where you won't get dead, and you just hold B, and your mech will like bend over, and then your little drone will fly out of the roof and start repairing you. Here you can see I got killed again, this time by a medium class mech about the same as me. The little skulls, in case you're wondering, the little green skulls by their names. The skulls are how many kills they've had before dying. See, I got a kill there, and now I have a little green skull above my health bar down at the bottom. And that just means I've gotten 1 kill since dying. So that guy that has 3 skulls, when you saw the red guy, or the red health bar showing the enemy's health, that means he's had 3 kills since dying. I'm looking at the score, you'll realize that that's 3 out of the 4 kills there are. I don't know if you saw how close that brawler mech got to dying when I shot him, right there. But that's what I was talking about in the last video when I said the assault is more of a support mech because you just deal a lot of the damage and let your enemies get the final kill. That's what I was referring to. I got him way down low and he almost died, but I wasn't able to get the kill. I was just barely too weak. So the guy behind me came in and finished him off. I'm gonna explain a little bit more on some of the details. You have, I'm gonna call it a sprint jetpack, which pushes you forward faster than you would normally go and lowers your guns. And then you have a jump/short hover jetpack, which is technically the same jetpack, except it sends you upwards. But that's all, every action that you do, including some other actions that you can do by unlocking on certain mechs. You can get the parts to do that. I know for sure there's one you can get, the description says in exchange for 5 liters of fuel or something. You can do an instant 180-degree turn, and that's always pretty handy. Some parts on the mechs allow you to regenerate armor. I always find that useful. And some parts just let you do various things like regain armor after battle, or repair faster, or equip larger guns. It just depends on the mech, really. There are a lot of different ways to ping enemies. First of all, you could just have a headset and play online. If you talk, everyone on your team can hear you, but if you go in random lobbies, almost no one has a mic. I do have a mic, so if you ever find me online, you'll notice that I am talking into my mic sometimes. Or you can press down, I believe it's the right joystick, and it will put a little, like you just saw there, red octagon triangle thing, and it will ping it, and it will show it to all your allies, and it will say enemy spotted on everyone's screen. This can be good and bad. It's good because the people who use it properly allow us all on the team to find out where the enemies are, but it can be bad because some people, I've only seen this once, but some people could use it to annoy you, and they will just spam enemy spotted over and over. Right here, you see me, I got in a shield, which is the ability of some mechs. You can't, I don't know if you can fire out, but I know you can't fire in, and it will go away once it's taken so much damage. I just used it to shield, because that would require them to get really close to me in order to damage me. Here you can see two people are just waylaying this mech, and I have 3 little green skulls, meaning I've had 3 kills since I last died. I think I did really well in this game. I didn't deserve some of the kills I got, just because I took the last shot. I didn't necessarily do all the work, but I think I helped out my team overall. And right here, you see the enemy figured out we were on this rock, so they went in the cave where we couldn't hit them, but they could somewhat see us. And this is where I got in a little bit of a duel with a guy in the cave. To be honest, I think I died. It's been a while since I played this match. I'm just now recording audio. I think I recorded this morning. If you're watching it, it would have been last week, because I'm preparing this episode for next week. Or sooner, depending on if I get more episodes ready in time. I am trying to prep videos. That way I don't have to worry about not being able to upload on Saturday mornings. And if I'm able to get enough stuff out, again, like I said in the last video, I will post more than 1 a week. But 1 a week is my current goal. Now here we're getting into the last 12 seconds. And I pretty much knew we were going to win, because it's difficult to get a kill in 5 seconds. And I was kind of just trying to find somebody and attempting to do exactly that. Now, when it shows you, or whoever it is, like this at the end of the game, it'll show their mech and their username, and that is the MVP. So apparently I got MVP on this game, which I thought was really cool. And then it does, for the winning team, it does a little scroll through and lets everybody... I have a little bow emote, so I used my little bow emote. And he did a little curtsy thing. And then I skipped the loading screen, so you guys don't have to sit through that. And I was just scrolling through mechs again. You have already seen this, the 36M. This is what I'm attempting to save up for. The giant brawler-like mech. Heavy Type C. I'm considering maybe getting a light mech. And the G2 Berserker wouldn't be bad, because it carries submachine guns. You can change out the guns, but very limited on most of these mechs. So I prefer to just pick the mech for the type of gun and the type of mech that I want. So it is in fact a Type C heavy. It has too many guns, and I'm assuming the brawler shield is part of it. I think I scroll through on this one in this video, but its abilities, this is the G2 charge. I think that one has an ability that lets you get close and take less damage. The 36M has the ability, though, to lay down a shield, and I think launch a missile. I think are its 2 abilities. So I can shoot missiles at people if I want to, and I can not shield a turret, and I can drop turrets to help me fight the people. So, the description of it says it's very good at holding areas and shredding mechs, and lucky for me, shredding mechs is what I want to do. This is a G2 Grenadier, and I'm assuming that the G2 is just level 2 because it doesn't say G1, but there's other mechs of the G2 mechs that I'm assuming are weaker. I've never had a G2. There is, which I think is really weird because the recruit mech kind of sucks, there's a G2 recruit mech, so apparently there's a level 2 recruit mech as well. I don't like the weapons that you can get available for the recruit mech, so I don't think I will ever be running a recruit mech, but it's just, I think they were trying to add more mechs so they have 2 levels of every mech maybe, I don't know, but there are a lot of mechs, so you don't have to worry about messing up mechs or anything like that. But anyways, guys, I am going to end this video here because this is about as long as the recording has dragged out. I do want to mention I'm going to try and do a Dying Light series, but I recorded an hour of Dying Light today, and none of it saved, so that's not going to come out this week. It might be a couple weeks before that comes out. But thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe so I can actually have people watch my videos, and have a great day.